Welcome to the Best Damn Tech Show, period. This is August the 7th.
Hold on.
2000.
It's not August 7th yet.
What?
We don't have Schmidt. We don't know where he is. He was drinking.
Usually gets here though.
Yeah, he usually does get here. Right now.
He's here. No, I've seen him.
Oh, he is here?
Yeah, he's here. I've seen him.
Well,
he's just
where
not,
the
he's
fuck?
not here. Nothing. Alright.
Let's go find him.
Alright.
We'll intro the show in a minute.
Bring the camera along.
All right.
So I just carelessly throw it over my shoulder and swing it around wildly.
That's perfect.
Alright, come on, let's go have it. My thinking is his kiddies room.
Oh, the kiddies' room.
The writer's room.
Yeah, the writer's room.
Yeah, the writer's room. You reckon?
Maybe. Oh, this is the camera collection. He hasn't been messing with these. There's our camera collection guard. All right.
No?
No, not on the second floor. Not in Ryan's room.
He's not in there, no. Roof, maybe? There's a ladder.
What?
It's open. Yeah, the ladder's up and the roof's open, so you can get up there.
On the roof?
Beer.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Go up.
Yeah. I don't remember there being a roof.
Gonna get Schmidt face. Gonna have a party.
Hey!
Yep.
Hey! Oh, there you are. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, what the fuck? Schmidt! No! No, Schmidt! My God!
What's up? He fucking fell!
On there?
Yes, down there, for fuck's sake!
That ain't good.
Yay! I'm not buggering any of you bastards.
Let's bugger somebody else.
Alright, Les. Geez, I hope Schmidt's alright. That's certainly in our minds and in our brains. You know, he's kind of, he fell off the fucking roof. 3 stories. I haven't checked on him. I don't want to. The show must go on.
Yeah.
That's what we're telling you. And, well, fortunately, we pre-recorded Schmidt's Schmidt-faced.
For this week. So we'll have at least one more.
That's what he said the last time he fell. He said the show must go on. He said don't let the show die.
Oh, okay.
And then he said don't do a show without me.
So we're doing it justice.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to the Best Damn Tech Show, period. August the 7th. Is it August already? 2007. That's crazy talk. Also
Right.
crazy is to my right, Rand McNally. Very randy,
Crazy.
Rand McNally.
Hello.
All right. And to my left is the very Reverend Sir
Oh.
Prince
No.
Adam Plant.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Finally.
You got a prince. You got the princehood.
I'm just waiting for you to be like, Duchess.
No. That's
Hey,
old hat.
you know what? Duchess, that's a great idea for a nickname for Adam.
He is Duchess as far as we're all concerned, and I think our viewers and listeners agree.
Yes.
Best damn news. Listen, I'm sure you've heard of Google's desire to acquire the analog TV waves, right?
I've heard about it.
There's going to be a switch off from analog to digital of the TV wave. 700 megahertz, thank you very much.
Yep.
That's not a lot.
That's enough. It's enough to keep you going. So Google's fairly interested in it. They've said, we're going to put down 4.8 billion for this to maybe,
I thought it was 4.6.
head off some of the others. I'm adding a couple of billion,
Or
0.2 billion to the fray, so I got a piece of the action.
Ah, okay.
But the FCC has actually said that we agree with Google. Keep the airwaves open. You know, don't give it to like Verizon, those bastards.
Yeah. Fuck.
Sorry, mate.
Does your phone use Verizon?
Yes, it does. which is why I'm spitting all over you. And they've also said that there can be no restrictions on the devices and services allowed on the network.
Wow.
Great friggin' news.
Yeah.
fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Splendid news.
It is fantastic, splendid
So
news.
what does this mean for me?
Well, it kind of means that Google's got the upper hand right now. And, with their number of 4.6, 4.8 with my contribution,
Finder's fee.
They're probably going to stick with their current methodology, which is make it free.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Make it free. Ad supported, of course. We don't mind ads. I mean, you can click on it if you want. You can not click on it. Who gives a friggin' flying fuck?
Depends on where the ads show up.
Actually, what I wouldn't do to see a flying fuck.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Been there, done
Since
that.
you bring it up.
Been there, done that.
Zero
so,
G.
Thoughts, Rand McNally?
Speaking of Elton John.
I was asking for your thoughts first of all.
My thoughts.
Excited, not excited?
I like Google getting all this power because they've been making everything free, which is something you
Right,
said.
so far so good.
So far, I don't know if that's a good long-term business model.
Wow.
It depends on if advertising really latches onto the internet, which it
Why
has
the
been
fuck
and still
wouldn't they?
going. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, you never know.
It's better than the free Philly wireless that they've been touting
Which
here that's not so
did-
free. Plant, your thoughts?
Not so wireless.
That would give Google an awesome amount of power. And so far, they've been responsible with that power. What happens, 30, 40 years from now when other people are running Google and maybe they're not so responsible with that power?
Alright.
Google, the guys that started Google are still running, and they started it, and they were, lowly peons like the rest of us.
Yeah, so why would they sell
Nobody pees
that?
on me.
Why wouldn't they just
No,
go
not
until
that they
they're
would
old?
sell, but
fogies?
they're not going to run it forever.
Are they? Aren't they? That's what
Unless
I'm
they
saying.
do, Google cryogenics or something.
There you go.
Oh, fair enough. All right, I like that answer. I like that response.
Right.
The response that I get from Elton John, however, is not too nice. What's he saying, Plant?
Douchebaggery.
Okay, so he's saying essentially that we should turn off the internet, ban the internet. His sales are down from his CDs, and the Captain and the Kid has plummeted down the charts because of the amateurs apparently. That he's struggling to afford his $1 million a day flower fees.
Yeah, I know. His fucking daily spending is outrageous. Supposedly he really cut that down, though, and sold off a lot of his shit, but I hear he bought a whole bunch of new shit right afterwards.
Right.
You mean
It's
he
just an
can't spend $1
excuse.
million a day?
Oh, he can. He just not as often as he'd like to.
Ironically, he used the internet to show his last concert, I think, which was back in December 2006. He doesn't own a mobile phone or a cell phone.
No,
but
his 50 assistants do.
bloody hell.
Yeah.
know,
John.
Here's the deal.
I mean, I like his music. I really.
If Elton John can't spend $1 million a day, then I don't want the fucking internet. I don't want it. I just.
Elton John is an older gentleman and does not want to tour his ass off.
Right.
Therefore, is losing money now because nobody's buying CDs anymore. If Elton John would get off his aging ass and tour, clean up.
And come up with good shit like he used to.
That's
Come
true.
on, don't let the sun go down on me.
Right.
Brilliant.
Don't
What about
let your son
Lion
go down
King
on-
stuff?
Right.
Lion King.
Spectacular.
This is spectacular. Really, really is
Yeah, right.
spectacular stuff
Spectacular for who?
for Elton John. You know, I quite like it, and the kiddies like it, who grew up with Elton John and the Circle of Life.
Yeah.
Whatever. Circle Life is gay,
Ouch.
just like Elton John.
I liked Reggie Strikes Back. A lot of
Everything
people
before
did,
that, not
but,
so bad. Most stuff before that,
I
anyway,
quite
not so
like
bad.
it. Anyway, someone who, fortunately, we pre-recorded this, has a thought about this particular issue is our very own Schmidt in his segment. And hold back the tears, people. Schmidt Face!
Glorious internet. Glorious beverage. Welcome to Schmidt-Faced. I am getting there. Well, anyway. A little dry in the throat, you know. Sir, knight, guy, person, Elton John. He wants to get rid of all this. The internet. You see that? It's the internet. Sir Elton John wants to get rid of this because his album sales are down. Are you fucking kidding me? Your album sales are a direct indication of what the fuck is wrong with the world today. You're not selling records. Huh, gee. Oh, it's the internet. That's correct. Maybe it's a shitty album. Maybe you just don't have Candle in the Wind flying out of your ass anymore. I don't know. Maybe you just don't have a Lion King soundtrack floating up your sleeve anymore. Why don't you figure that shit out? I don't hear many other artists bitching about it. They're pretty much praising it because they can get shit out of the internet. They got anybody in the world seeing who the fuck they are. Why don't you just go call up your wife, go get some ass, and stop bitching? Welcome to the fucking internet.
Is that going to be the last time we see a Schmidt-faced?
I don't know, but he has some fabulous insight there on Elton John, I think. I don't know. You can very barely understand the word he's saying. What do you...
Microphone.
Oh, right. They're right here.
I know.
Okay, fair enough.
Having fun.
Anyway, we'll see. You're all right?
Might be the last Schmidt-faced.
Okay, we're okay. We'll plough through it. We'll check on Schmidt later on.
Right.
I don't know what's going on there. Popular preteen hangout club, Penguin.
Oh, it's so great, you guys. I have so much fun there.
I thought you'd noticed the use of alliteration on that popular preteen hangout club, Penguin.
Yeah, actually, I know nothing about it. I was making a joke.
Anyway, all the kiddies love it. Preteen, that's like prior to 13, if my memory serves me correctly.
Well, unless there's 12 teen, yeah, okay.
They've been purchased by Disney for a cool, through 350 mil? Something like that. 380, some people are saying.
Why didn't I think of that?
Who knows? I know, bloody bastards up there in Canada actually came up with something interactive.
You know, my kid should really do this, but I don't want him on MySpace.
Well, there you go. You kept saying it, but you never did anything.
Well, my kid's not old enough to be on the internet yet.
Preteen.
It still begs the question, there's the likes of this Club Penguin and there's the likes of Webkins, which is very, very popular amongst the kiddies.
Really?
Do you support your kiddies on this sort of stuff, or do you want to get them out and playing in the playground and,
I think that you shouldn't be able to go online.
Really?
As a child.
Ooh,
because I want as much porn as possible everywhere.
You don't want competition?
No, I don't want any... I don't want to say yes, I'm 18 anymore.
There's plenty of...
You know how many times a day I do that? Yes, I'm 18, yes, I'm 18,
So
yes, I'm 18.
How many times a day are you looking at porn, and I'll figure it out?
Kiddies have their own internet.
Or how many times a day are you looking at porn you're obviously not paying for? And I'll figure it out.
I don't know, I get all the sites from Ryan and Iggs.
It's... Iggs, no, yeah, right. Okay. So, as a parent myself, I've got my 6-month-old onto it already. He's doing a fabulous job.
On the internet porn? He's doing a great job. Never mind.
He's in Club Penguin, all right? He's playing the games. He's doing the old shoot 'em up and stuff like that. Look. Maybe yours is a little older and she's struggling with stuff like that. But my 6-month-old is very, very sharp. Is really taking to it quite enthusiastically.
Doesn't he have what you brought me there? I'm there.
He's got a bicycle.
Let me tell you.
His bike. He's got a motorbike.
14-month-old could beat up your 6-month-old.
How much does he weigh? She weigh?
How much does she weigh?
Yeah.
Enough.
Right.
All right, I'm like 30 pounds, 6 months.
Nice. All muscle?
All muscle.
Yeah, no balance.
Tough bastard.
Punching himself in the face half the time.
Right.
Anyway, so it continues the debate on whether or not to allow your kiddies, or do you give them enough time. That's up to you as parents to be proactive about that, not just to put them on the freaking computer and let them go willy-nilly. Passion.
We're parents, we can say that now.
That's right.
Exactly. We can be like, do your freaking job as a parent and handle your shit.
I tell you, I spend a lot of time with the little tacker, and it's showing, very savvy, very clever, very witty and smart.
All at the same time?
Best damn baby news, everybody.
That's it for news, people.
Little Adam baby took a shit the other day and smiled.
Does that often.
Paul's baby didn't cry when it had to go to bed. Fucking unbelievable.
He said, no, I would not like to go to bed right now. I'm not very tired. Beer, please.
Brain's cranky. Get him a beer.
I gotta be drunk if we're talking about babies.
My kid didn't say that, by the way. Beer, please. That's it for the best damn news. Right now, a very special segment, and I know a lot of people really like it a lot.
Yeah.
You should know this shit, but if you don't, Iggs will tell ya.
That's Iggs right there.
What do you got for us, man?
I want a Molson.
Hey there, guys. It's Iggs from The Roadie Show, and welcome to Things You Should Know. And one of the things we want to talk about today is cell phones. Everybody's got one, and maybe you don't know exactly where they actually came from, how they originated, but here's a quick history lesson on the cell phone for you. The idea of using cells for mobile phones first came around in 1947, and it was created by the Bell Labs engineers at AT&T. The first idea of a mobile phone that could travel between different cells without dropping out, without having to reconnect, again came from the Bell Labs guys in 1970. And Motorola is credited with coming up with the first practical mobile phone that would travel between these cells and not drop your call. The first commercial cellular network was created in Japan in 1979 by NTT, and the first modern network using cellular technology was formed in 1991 in Finland. And the first modern mobile phone that is a phone that would actually travel around with you and fit in your pocket is credited to Martin Cooper, a Motorola engineer. He created it in the 1990s, and as you know, they've gotten smaller and cooler ever since then. And it's a quick history lesson on where the cell phone came from. Maybe you should know this.
Speaking of rednecks, check this out. Check it out, people. It's Scorch Sharp News. I have a new hottie hot.
Oh, really?
You're right with those
hot
levels.
there? I thought it was a hottie hot.
No, hottie hot.
So this is not the hot.
Well, no, that's the epitome, the hottest of hots.
No,
Hottie
I
hot
remember
hot.
you saying hottie hot.
Well, maybe I get
Who
carried
was
away
that?
with Jane.
Kong Dong or Mickey Krimmel? Well, who was you talking about there?
All of the above, I think, were mentioned there, and Joanne Colan of Rocket Boom.
Right.
I think Rocket Boom, and this is a post on TechCrunch, was actually saying that forget Rocket Boom, this chick is great.
Yeah?
And she's quite the cute. Hottie hot.
Ah, what's her name?
We're looking at Morgan Webb.
Oh.
Fabulous fast name.
Ah,
Fabulous.
First name.
you mean
Last name. Didn't I say last
I said
name?
first name.
Oh, the last name. Webby Webb.
Yeah, Webb with
We'll
two
call her
B's. 'Cause
Morgan
she's got
Webb.
boobies.
That helps. But she's also quite the cute. And she's also quite the authority on the web. She does shit for G4s, Tech TV, and, you know, all that sort of shit. She has a new little daily show, if you like, a 5-minute little slot of the latest and hip and hoppin' happening things on the web.
That's pretty
Interesting.
cool. Hip and hopping happening.
That is indeed.
With all
Yeah.
these 5-minute shows, man, they're
Web
competing
alert.
with our long format.
Long format, I think, is good for those with a little bit of stamina, a little bit of
Right.
go, a little bit of gumption.
Span?
People that
Attention
actually
spans.
care
We're trying
about the
to
internet.
increase your attention span, people. Anyway, check it out at webalert.com. WEBB
We don't know what size is yet.
ALERT.com. We don't know.
thing about-
Could be double D.
That's a long thing. That's the thing about long format or short format. Short format gives you the fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
Long format
Right.
gives you the facts.
Right.
That's true.
Oh, hello. I think we have a new tagline, people. Just the facts, man.
FAQTS?
Something like that.
That wasn't
Let's
meant
work
to be
on
taken
it.
into anything serious.
Let's
really.
work on it.
it's not.
Adam,
like
what's
Faust.
the next story there, mate? Quickly.
In a sign that Facebook is really starting to make waves, politicians are now having a closer look to determine its liability and letting sexual predators on the site. And I can read.
Yeah.
I don't know what you just said, man.
Sexual predators. Well, the government is essentially looking into Facebook now
Yeah.
because they're hot as to whether they put enough protection in for the kiddies against sexual predators.
Yeah, this is also known as the Brandon the Bastard ruling, I believe.
Yeah.
Because he's been MIA.
Oh,
since
no.
that-
Oh, my God.
Don't waste.
I remember my
Oh,
first
stop the
beer.
camera. Stop the camera. Someone shook it up. Who was it?
That was good marksmanship right there. Here you go.
Fair enough. Anyway, thoughts around McNally?
My thought is that Facebook is really starting to make waves. Because politicians are now having a closer look to determine its liability for letting sexual predators on the site.
That's fabulous insight.
Thank you.
Really fabulous.
No, I think what that means is Facebook is finally getting a lot of people on it and a lot of attention, which means they have to really start making these huge ethical decisions.
Right.
And it may affect their business model. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll keep a geek eye on that one.
You can judge something's popularity on the grandstanding that politicians will use to get voted in.
I think that was my point. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the pollies start to do their whatever they do for $2 million and come up with bumpkins.
Little fear-mongering.
Rand McNally, next story and check it out, please.
Microsoft.
Really?
They're testing out ad-supported versions of Works. Their Microsoft Works, it's like Office, their whole suite, you know, with Excel and all those other shits in it.
Yeah.
They're trying to block moves by Google. Google already has Google Docs, which is kind of like a stripped-down version of Google Office. I mean, Microsoft Office.
Right.
There are free versions of a Microsoft Office type program out called Open Office. You can get that instead of paying for Microsoft Works.
I mean, why?
Sun Microsystems adopted that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool as well. But basically, there's lots of competition out there for your basic Office type programs, and Microsoft is selling less and less of them.
They're kind of forced into this, I have a feeling.
Oh, sure.
So we'll see. The difference here is that it's not online. It's actually on your desktop, but it syncs to online.
So you have to have internet connection?
Yeah, can you use it if you're
Well, no, you can use it when you don't have internet connection, but when you do have internet connection, it ties into it very...
So where do the ads pop up? Once again, that's my question.
Again, internet connection only.
No, but I mean, where do they pop up on the screen? Like right in front of your shit you're typing, or you're typing and when you spell check the word, you know, cock and balls, it replaces it with cockatoo plumbing or something?
Cock and ball torture.
Yeah, right. It gives you a number.
Something like that.
Cock and Balls is a fabulous pub there in London.
Yeah, really.
Hello to all our friends over there in the Cock and Balls in London. So we'll see. We'll keep it. It's testing at the moment, so we don't know exactly where they're positioned, but you know, we will find out.
Right.
All right.
It's a weak attempt to thwart.
Oh, it's that time of the month again?
See. It's that time of the week again, actually.
I'm in week.
Rand McNally. Our geek chick, she's always got shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's call upon her.
Hey guys, Geek Chick Nick here. What's going on? Alright, so, an unfortunate problem right now is that iPod theft is on the rise, which really sucks. I saw this episode of Dateline the other day. It's totally depressing. It bummed me out. So, I've got this awesome way for you to protect your iPod, or at least not let anyone know you have an iPod. Okay, so you go to hideapod.com, and basically what they did is they got a bunch of Zunes, and they gutted them. And they make it accessible for you to hide your iPod of any size, or your iPhone now, because they just redid it, in the Zune, because their theory is everybody wanted an iPod, but nobody wanted a Zune. Which I think is kind of funny, because it's true. And if you bought a Zune, I'm sorry, you're a loser, and you suck. But, and if you wanted it in another color besides brown, too bad. They picked brown because they figure it's the ugliest and it's the biggest anti-theft deterrent. So, get a HideApod, protect your iPod. That's been me. See ya.
Always fascinating insight there from the Geek Chick.
Always.
And the viewers and listeners of her.
You notice she got that new purple light back there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's purple.
Yeah.
Who pays the electricity bill there?
Well, it's Magic World. There's no electricity bill.
Just talk to her about getting that for here.
Yeah, we should.
All right, you bastards. I got to stretch for a little bit.
Why? Oh, no.
Well, no, I got to stretch for a little bit. But until then, while I'm stretching, we're keeping our eyes on the virus. Choo! Ooh. I love it when they shoot the virus shit. You got anything for us today on the virus and the virus?
I mean shit.
Viruses. I'm saying shit as a replacement for viruses.
You love it when they shoot the viruses.
Yes. Okay. Because they die. What do you got for us, man? Duncan?
Apple.
No, you don't.
Oh yeah.
Move on.
Your beloved Apple.
What are they doing now?
Well, as everyone knows, their glorified OS X is really just a very pretty face on top of
It's a very pretty face.
FreeBSD. Very pretty face. I'll give them that. Very pretty face.
Okay.
And they made a lot of things a lot easier. But what they also made easier was means to hack into.
No,
the
really?
Apple. Oh yeah.
Though I didn't hear anything about it.
You wouldn't because you and your kind are ignorant.
No.
Oh my God!
I'm just kidding. That was.
You're a racist.
He's Apple.
You know how those Aussies are. Those Appleists are.
Oh, I thought you. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, there's two things. I don't
So what
care
are they?
for, Aussie and Apple lover.
Right, a bad combination. Fair enough. What do you got? What's going on?
If you have Apple OS X and you check that little box in your connections, so like Windows file sharing, that uses what's called Samba. Samba was created, through the Linux or Unix,
It's not
and it networks into Windows.
Well,
So
it was a
this
dance.
helps, huh?
It's not a dance.
Oh, it is a dance, but not in this context.
Different dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the dance of open source in Windows, which is a different dance.
Oh, that's
you probably don't want to see
lame.
unless you're one of me.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I like that. It's a good
What's
move.
the hand motion?
Because you were doing that.
Yeah.
Open source Windows.
Yeah,
Open source
but-
Windows. Dance.
Okay,
It's
right.
like Dancing with the
Yeah,
Stars.
not cool. Okay, so basically, Samba. There's a group that codes Samba and they keep it up and they've been keeping it up. But who hasn't been is Apple. The last time, there's a security exploit that was patched on May 14th, and then someone realized, wait, my Apple's still vulnerable to this. How's that happening? If I'm using Samba, Samba was patched, and I get Apple security updates. And then they looked, and when they checked into it, they found out, lo and behold, Apple hasn't updated Samba since March 2005.
That's
Really?
not that
That's
long
weird.
ago.
That's
Oh wait, yes it is.
it's weird for a company that claims immunity to viruses.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
So
Basically immune to viruses, I think was the...
I think the term should be ignorant to viruses because they just ignored the fact that there is 20 updates in Samba since then.
What can we as Apple users do?
Well, if you're not on a Windows, network, which
Fine.
chances are you are, you can uncheck the Windows file sharing, and then you won't be able to connect to Windows machines, but
Right.
you won't be vulnerable. What you can really do as an Apple user is, get a Jobsy on the dog and bone and tell him, look, man, what's with the Samba?
Right.
All you got to do is copy and paste this. It's not like you're writing the patches.
That's
They're already written for you.
1-800 Steve Jobs.
It's called 100 Steve Jobs and get it taken care of.
Dogandbone.com.
Right. Interesting.
But enough about bashing
Alright.
Apple because they're not bad.
Okay,
They're just
thank you.
lazy sometimes.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. You know what we have left?
That's it. We just leave, right?
No, we have Site O the Week.
We call this a week. This is website and we look at it once a week. That's the site of the week.
So the week this week is Yelp.com.
That's
Yelp.com.
Spell it.
YELP.com. It's essentially an
Phonetic.
online directory for local shit. Okay, so if you live in the likes of New York, Philadelphia,
Right.
you can actually log in, find a place that you are thinking of going to,
Okay.
and see the reviews.
Wow. I was looking at a place like this already.
There's a lot of them around.
Yeah, it just did reviews of all of the strip clubs.
Oh, is that onomatopoeia?
But it didn't have pictures. Does Yelp have pictures?
Yelp has pictures, yes.
Fucking awesome. Higgs, we're there.
We're there, dude.
So for search, particularly search marketers or marketers in general out there, if you have clients, get them on Yelp.
Okay.
I put a client on there not long ago, and they've got quite a few referrals from Yelp.
Really?
Especially, they're quite good, so that helps when they're reviewed well. If they suck, maybe don't put them on there.
Well, if they suck, they're not going to be your client for long anyway.
Right. So this potentially is
That's
good for things like contractors, plumbers,
Contractors, fabulous, pumpers, fabulous.
AV installers,
AV installers, excellent.
car mechanics,
Karma.
even things larger scale like grocery stores or individual McDonald's branches or things like that. You know how sometimes like one
Yes.
restaurant can vary dramatically from another, even though they're in the same chain.
Yeah, exactly.
So this could really help out a
A
lot.
lot of people very addicted to Yelp.com. They have actually quietly rolled out an API for that, which stands for, of course, Plant
Application Protocol Interface.
Oh, I thought
Application
it was,
Protocol Interface. So,
Adam
what does that mean
Plant's
they can
INI.
do?
What'd you say?
I thought it stood for Adam Plant's INI.
He has an innie?
I don't know.
Seen his belly button?
No, I just thought that's what API
I do have an innie.
Righto, fair enough.
It's because I'm fat. All fat people have innies.
Yeah, you got to cut down your meat there, mate.
Oh, man.
What does it mean that they've given an API to people?
It means that someone can write an application that can interface with their application.
Okay. Essentially what Facebook has done to really...
Facebook put on an API. Google has an API for its application. So, like, you know, if I have an application where you can search on, you know, how close is this thing to you, you can go on the Google Maps API and with the zip code and get the latitude and latitude, you know, convert that. And basically you can write an application using their database of, you know, zip codes and stuff and figure out how close something is to you.
Awesome.
Which is just something they do that because they're awfully nice people over there.
Yeah, that free shit is
And they have this kind of thing for almost all their apps.
Right. That's fabulous. Although we at the Best Damn Tech Show call it longitude, not longitude.
In the developer world, APIs make everyone puts out an API now because it allows for what's called mashups when you can take several services.
Yeah,
and put
so
them together.
popular. It's very, very, very popular. So check out Whelp.com. Sign up. Put in Best Damn Tech Show period and
.com
review us or something like that. I guess I haven't actually
if you're
tried
gonna do it
that.
favorably, if you're not, then
if you check it out, definitely go to info@bestdamntech.com and let us know what you think about it.
Fair enough. I like that very much. Also, what I like, this fabulous show, but that's all the time we have for this week. Ow. Thanks to all the contributors. Of course, we're concerned about Schmitty.
Yeah, he should be all right.
We'll go and check him out afterwards. But stay tuned. Maybe next week we will reveal what happened. We'll take the cameras with us and all that sort of stuff.
Okay, cool.
Of course, thanks to Geek Chick and Eggs and everyone involved. Maybe Ryan, all that sort of stuff.
You got it.
Dr. Drew, of course. That's all the time we have for. Until next time, you know what I'm going to say. Have yourselves a geek week.
Have a geek week.
Geeks, have a week.
Drop it down with the edge of my
Eminem has got the geek week. Got the geek week. Week is geek. Geek week.
Hey, I stood up.
Zooming into my chest.
It's the words.
What are you putting that in the show somewhere?
Maybe.
Geek Chick, she's a cunt. I used to wear this shirt all the time back when I was in school. I wore it around the dorm. Everyone loved it. I haven't worn it in years, actually. There's a hole in the armpit. That's how old it is. You see that?
Yep.
In my armpit hole. There's a hole in my whole shirt.
Is that a cut hole?
They got it wrong. They put it in the armpit.
That's gotta be awkward for you.
Yeah, it hurts a little.